What is up, guys? This is Olympio coming at you with a review, debrief, discussion, whatever you want to call it, of YCS London that just happened. So if you didn't attend the event, I was judging. I wasn't actually playing. I was judging my first big event, and a YCS is a very big event. I think we had 1,142 players, around that number. So it was good. It was pretty good. It wasn't as big as last year, but it was still very good. First thing I want to say is thank you to everyone who came. It was an absolutely amazing event. I'm absolutely knackered still from it, but it was worth every single second of it. One thing I do want to say as well is I apologise to anyone who came up and said if they wanted me to look at their decks, sign cards or take any pictures with me. When I am in the judge top, I unfortunately cannot do any of that. I explained to some people why I couldn't, but the reason being, just saying now, is, for example, if someone asks me to sign a card, if I'm signing a card and the people who I'm looking after in the tournaments have got their hand up looking for a judge and they see me signing cards not paying attention to them, it doesn't look good on me and it doesn't look good on Konami and the judges as a whole, because we're all a team and we all need to chip in together, so we need to remain professional at any one time and all the time. So that is why I couldn't, but when I was on my breaks and when I had finished at the end of the evenings, people did come over and I could happily sign it for them. That was not a problem. So I'm just going to do a discussion on my experiences as a judge. There was one thing that I did post up a picture on my Facebook of what I got for the weekend for judging. There'll be kind of a picture here. One thing I want to point out is a lot of people are saying that they want to get into judging because of the comp that they get. Now, while yes, obviously Konami are going to look after their judges, if you want to get into judging because of the prizes, because of the packs, you're probably not going to cut it. And I know that sounds very harsh, but the reason is it's the wrong mentality. If you want to get into judging, it's because you want to get into judging. It's not because you want to get the comp. If you're only looking towards the end when you get your actual packs or mats or whatever, you're not going to enjoy the weekends, you're not going to make the most out of it, and it's also going to negatively impact on the players and also Konami as judges. If you do want to get into judging, I'm more than happy to tell people the best ways from my personal experience from the first event, but that is another video if people do want it. So, the Friday, I got there very early. We were all meant to meet at around, say, 12, 2. Well, 2 o'clock is when the venue opened registration, so we were meant to be there around before 12. I got there quite early at 10 o'clock, met up with some of the judges who were there, and we managed to go into the MCM Expo early as well when they were setting up. That was really cool. I had never done that before, and it was just really nice. I've been going to that event for so many years, and to be able to go in and see it all set up, and just to see some people that I actually know as well, was really nice. So it's very chilled out and that was awesome. On the Friday I was doing the giant card duel. That was so much fun, but it broke me that tiny little bit because it was just so painful at times because we just didn't get a break because we were just so busy. And me and Rob, one of the other guys who I was working with, we just wanted to give as many duels to people as possible on that Friday because we did have people waiting. So we were like, you know what, we'll just power through and we'll do this. And it was really a lot of fun. I managed to pick the actual giant card decks because we did have the 2 Blue Eyes decks from last year. But we also had the Photon deck that was used at Worlds, I think it was. And I made a big advocate for that, to be like, come on, let's give them something different. And we thought the Photon deck would actually smash the Blue Eyes deck. That was not the case. Compulsory evacuation device in that Blue Eyes deck won 4 games on that day. It was unbelievable. But it was a lot of fun. Probably my best memory of that was when the opponent, I was playing with the Blue Eyes deck. My team had the Blue Eyes deck. My opponent's team obviously with the Photons. They had Neo Galaxy Eyes out, number 62 Prime Dragon out, and 2 other monsters. We had 2 sets, one was irrelevant, which you'll find out in a second, 1 card in hand, and that was it. And we were basically going to die very painfully next turn. I did a whole Destiny draw type thing, didn't look at it, just drew it. It was Blue Eyes. The other cards in our hand, Kyberman. One of our sets, Burst Stream of Destruction that we had had since turn 1, and this had been going on for about 20 minutes. So when we did it, summoned the Blue Eyes, activated the Burst Stream, got really into it, shouted everything. It was absolutely hilarious. And the guys who were with the Photon deck were not happy. It was absolutely hilarious. Just one of those moments that I had wished had been recorded, and everyone said they wished that was recorded because that was just unbelievably hilarious. So the Friday ended, and to my regret, didn't really get much sleep. Got about 2 hours, I think, because I was up at 5:45 the next day on the Saturday, because we needed to be there quite early at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we could be there ready for when everyone comes in and all set up. 2 hours of sleep in hindsight was a very bad idea because I was lagging quite badly. I made sure to have a nice long walk around in the cold just to wake me up. But once I was there, the adrenaline kicked in and we were all good. Saturday was a long day. I was on the public events for that day, and it was quite busy, but not as busy as I knew it would be, because obviously everyone's getting ready for the main event. A lot of people aren't really going to turn up for the side events, even though there's a small percentage that do. But everyone's main focus is on the actual main event. And after, say, round 3, that's when they all start coming up. I did a lot of Battle Pack Seal Play, Winner Mats, and on the Sunday did a couple of regionals as well. That was a lot of fun. I really want to just thank all the players that I had who I was judging. Thank you so much for being so courteous. Thank you so much for being patient if I wasn't there because I was helping the other tournaments. Just want to say every single one of you were perfect players. Brilliant duelists, and you should all be very proud of yourselves, and congratulations to the winners, and just well done to everyone else who entered. The Sunday came along and it was just amazing. Like, it was just so much fun. Had a lot more sleep, and because for us the clocks went back an hour, that was just brilliant. That's just what we needed, and it was just really nice. It was just so much fun. The Sunday was very busy. Couple of things went wrong, like the electricity went out in our section, so we couldn't actually make announcements. The printer was broke, so we couldn't actually do the standings and do all of this, and it just kind of bottlenecked at one point. But my team and our team and everyone who was there, we pushed through it. We made it all happen, including setting up different tournaments starting at the exact same time. I think I had about 4 starting at one time that I was organising, so it was a lot of fun. But again, to those people who were there, I really want to say thank you for your appreciation and thank you for your patience, because it really helped me. I knew that you guys didn't mind if I just left for 30 seconds just to sort out these tournaments, to get them going, to come back to you guys. So it was just absolutely brilliant, and I really appreciate it. My overall experience as a judge at YCS, knackering. But at the same time, I knew that was going to be the case. You're on your feet constantly. You can't sit down. Because if you're on duty and you sit down, your team leader or anyone else is going to be looking for the red judge shirt who's standing up and making sure everyone's okay. If he can't see that, then he's going to worry, because obviously he thinks no one is there looking after the events. So you need to be stood up, you need to stand proud over your events and make sure everyone is happy, make sure everyone is doing well and everything like that. So obviously my legs and my feet were feeling it, and they still are, but it's all worth it for me. Judging, for me, I completely expected it to be what it was. It was a really fun time working with some very clever people and some really entertaining people. The staff were absolutely brilliant. Everyone in the hires were just absolutely awesome. The head judges were perfect. They gave you any amount of time if you needed to speak to them about anything at all. And including the upper staff, they were all just brilliant. Obviously I'm not naming names because I don't like to name drop. But everyone was brilliant, and I also want to say a very big thank you to everyone there as well. So overall, YCS London, I feel, was amazing. I've had a lot of feedback from a lot of players saying it was really good. They really enjoyed it, and it's obviously so much better than last year. This year we kind of expected more people than we did last year, and that's what played into our hands, because as you saw, there was no delays with getting it started. I think we started probably, registration closed at about, I think it was 10, and we got started around 10:30. So it was a lot better than last year, starting at 1, for example. But it was just really good. I feel it ran very smoothly, and I know that you might think I'm biased because I was actually a judge, but we all know me. I speak from the heart, and I'm pretty blunt. I think it went very well. There are obviously areas that we can all improve on, of course, because no event is perfect. There's always going to be little bits that we can improve, and it's very important that it's pointed out to us, because if we can improve, then we can make it better for you guys. On the Sunday, unfortunately, I had to leave. I didn't stay there until the Monday. I just went once we got our comp, which you'll see opening up later, and once we had a debrief and everything like that. I went back to the hotel, packed up my stuff and saw some of my friends, chilled with them, had some food, had a drink, and then I headed back home. So luckily I live in London where the event was, so it wasn't too bad for me. A lot of people obviously travelling to Scotland, to Ireland, to Germany, all over Europe. And I just want to say thank you very much, guys, once again for being a part of an amazing team. Thank you very much for just simply everything, and I'm basically pretty much set on wanting to judge more events if they have me, if they think I'll be a suitable candidate for the actual event that I apply for. But it was just amazing. It was brilliant. It was one of the best times of my life. Really amazing to meet so many people. Again, I just do want to say, if I didn't get to sign a card for you or a picture or anything like that, I do apologise. But at the end of the day, I do need to remain professional for the event. So thank you again so much, guys. I realise this is a bit of a longer video and you might just not really be interested in hearing about it, of my judges' escapades. But it was a really amazing event. I hope you all did enjoy it, and that is the important thing. If you guys enjoyed it, then we're happy. So if you do go to the event, let me know down in the comment section below of your favourite moments maybe for the event, how you did, or if you did see me and anything like that. Do let me know. If you've got any pictures of me randomly, do let me know as well, because I do want to see what random things have been taken of me, especially with the giant card. That was a lot of fun. So once again, thank you very much, guys. Hope you did enjoy the event. If you didn't go, just comment down below and tell me what you think of my thoughts of the weekend. So thank you very much. I shall catch you later. Linthio signing out.